Hello everyone. I can see few people have joined. So if you have any question, feel free to ask in the chat, and also let me know if I'm audible. So yeah, and if you don't have any questions, that's also totally fine. We'll wait for another 2-3 minutes to see if people are joining, and if they have any questions, then we will take them one by one. And yeah, I can see Glenn here. So hello Glenn. How are you? And also, please let me know if I'm audible or not. Hello, Sakshi. Thanks for letting me know. I'm just wondering what Nottingham University uses in their data science course. Is it R or Python? Could you ask your friends there, please, what the main programming language is? So I personally don't know anyone from University of Nottingham, but one thing that you can do is you can go to their page. If they have uploaded any PDF which has some descriptions related to the course content, in that probably they would have mentioned. If not, I will also try to see whether they have mentioned or not, and if I can find something, I will let you know in the comment section. And the other thing that you can do is you can uh, from Northumbria University. Sure. For Northern University, I can ask. I think they use Python, but I will still ask again, and I will let you know. Sure. How about yourself? I'm also doing good, Glenn. Thanks for asking. By the time we are waiting for the next question, I will quickly drop a message to one of them asking about the programming language. Alden, so I have sent him the message. If he replies during the live stream, I will let you know, but if not, then I will again post it in the comment section. Can you give views about MSc Big Data Science for QMUL? So yes, definitely. I personally liked the course content of QMUL quite a lot, and especially for big data science, because they are covering big data technologies, they are covering statistical part as well, they are also covering the main things that you need to know for data science like machine learning and deep learning, and also they have number of optional modules as well, so if you want to customize a bit, you can do that as well. So I have a very positive impression about QMUL, and even I had applied for that particular course in QMUL. How is Oxford Brookes University for data analytics and University of Strathclyde and University of Chester for data science? Um, Oxford Brookes University, I don't remember exactly the course content now, but yeah, so that's why I will make a note of it, and I will probably let you know in the comment section about data analytics course. About data science course at Strathclyde, yeah, that is that is a good course content. I personally think it is. Um, it is okay. I mean, they do cover all the essentials that you need to know about University of Chester. I don't know much again because I've heard about this university like once or twice. So I've recently heard about this university. So seems like they have recently added this course. Uh, so I don't know much about it, but yeah, again I can probably look into it. And considering the economic condition in UK currently, what would you suggest for upcoming September intake students? At this point, I think most of the people would have already made their mind. If they have applied, if they already have offer, they would have started other preparations as well. So even if I say that it's not a good time to come, I don't think it's gonna make much difference. So it's totally up to you. If you think you can still take a step back and probably work in India and gain some experience there, and probably after a year or so when things will start to look good, you can probably go for masters. But if you have already made your mind, if you really want to come to UK for your masters, then there are few things that you can do is try your best in your course, try to learn as much as you can. That's the first and most important priority because you need to pass your course. Second would be to have a good portfolio. If you have done projects, try to upload them or try to host them. That will give a very good idea about your profile to hiring managers. Next thing is participate in hackathons and also go to meetups. To find meetups, you can go to meetup.com. There you can probably get good connections, and from that you will be able to find some jobs and stuff as well. So these are the things which you can do. About things additional to your course that you need to learn, it's not need to learn, but if you learn those things it will be really good. So I have discussed about that in one of the videos. So let me quickly grab a link and post in the chat so that you don't really have to find all the videos. mm, yeah, I found it because I have over, not over, but maybe around 200 videos on my channel. So but then I have arranged them quite nicely in playlists. So when you go to playlist section on my channel, you will be able to find relevant playlist, and in that you will find all the videos. So these are the additional things that you can learn to probably stand out a bit. Hey Sanjay, I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good too. Yes, please do let me know about Oxford Brookes and Chester University. Yeah, sure. I've made a note of both the universities, so I will let you know in in the comments. Uh, one more query: how far is UCL good from QMUL? So, if I have to put them on a tier list, I would put UCL in S tier and I will put QMUL on A tier, so they are not too far off. But then you also need to consider their fees. UCL is costing around 38k, and QMUL will cost you around 28k. So there is a difference of 10,000 pounds. So if 10,000 pounds is not a big deal for you, then definitely go for UCL. But if you think you don't really want to spend that much, then again QMUL would be a good option. I have total 4.5 years of experience working in Python in India. So you have a very good amount of experience. So if budget is the only restriction for you, then definitely you can look into Oxford Brookes and University of Chester. But if you don't mind spending a bit extra, then you can look into some other universities like some other Russell Group universities like Liverpool and um, even Newcastle University and then University of Glasgow. These are some of the good universities. And if you don't want to spend above 20k, then there are some other universities like Manchester Metropolitan University, then Kingston University is also good. Um, so yeah, you can probably look into these universities as well, because as for your profile, I think you will be able to get admit in any of the or maybe most of the Russell Group universities if you don't mind spending a little extra. Is it easy to get job in data science after 1 year master's course? It's not easy. Um, it it's not like just completing a course would be enough to get job easily, because there are people with lot of experience as well. They are also doing their master's course, so you need to consider that as well. And again, if people are having more experience, like there are few friend of mine, they are freshers, and it's been around 6 months since they have completed their course and they are still trying to find jobs. And there are some freshers who have already got jobs, so it's not like all the freshers won't get any job. So that's there. But if you have experience of around 3 to 4 or maybe more, then definitely you will have edge over other people. And if you have a relevant experience of 2 to 3 years, then I can say that probably it will be relatively easy for finding a job. But again, if I just have to say absolute easy, then no, that won't be the case. ब्रो कैसे हैं आप? ब्रो एक बात पूछनी है. मैं ठीक हूँ, आई होप आप भी ठीक हैं. ब्रो क्या यूके में एंड यूएस में इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग के डेटा साइंस में एडमिशन हो सकता है कोई, और कोई इंटरव्यू में प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं होगी? इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग के डेटा साइंस में अगर आप पूछ रहे कि आपने बैचलर्स इलेक्ट्रिकल से किया है और आप डेटा साइंस कोर्स करना चाहते हैं, मतलब मास्टर्स करना चाहते हैं डेटा साइंस में, तो कोई दिक्कत होगी इंटरव्यू में? तो आई थिंक अगर आपने मास्टर्स किया डेटा साइंस में, तो इट डज़ नॉट मैटर इफ़ यू हैव डन योर बैचलर्स इन इलेक्ट्रिकल और एनीथिंग एल्स. आप अपना अगर आप अपना पोर्टफोलियो बनाते हैं ठीक से, और अगर आप अपना रेज्यूमे अपडेट कर लेते हैं प्रॉपरली और उसमें अपने रेलेवेंट प्रोजेक्ट्स डाले हुए हैं, तो एंड इफ़ यू हैव रेलेवेंट skills, like if you know things and if you manage to get into an interview, then I think it should not be a problem if you are able to clear that interview with your knowledge. So I think it should be fine, I guess. I don't see any problem, because मेरे बैच में काफ़ी सारे लोग थे जिन्होंने बैचलर्स किया था काफ़ी डिफरेंट डोमेन से. There were some people from electronics, there were some people from pharmacy background as well, and they have got a job as data analyst, data scientist. So I don't think there would be any problem. Is Northumbria University good for data science? Yes, it is a good university. They do offer quite a lot of resources. Their lab apparently is better than Newcastle University's. That's what I heard. I personally never had any issues with the lab in uh, Newcastle University, but I think in Northumberland University their hardware is quite strong. So in Newcastle University we were using cloud resources more often, whereas in Northumberland University they have dedicated systems with very good hardware in their labs. So you will get good resources there. In terms of course content, yes, it is. They do offer quite a good course content as well. Hi, how is data science in East London and data science and business analytics at Plymouth University? So again, these are some of the universities that I rarely hear from people talking about. So I haven't looked into these universities a lot. So I don't really have much idea about what kind of course content they are offering, and about East London University. I know a bit of things. Probably there, it's a good university, I would say, but I don't really know much about their course content. So that's there. And about Plymouth University, I don't really have any idea about this university. You're welcome, Sakshi. A career in data science versus cloud computing, what is likely to be of more demand in the future? Um, they both are going to be in demand in future because data is growing continuously, and everything is now moving towards cloud. So they both are going to be in demand. It's totally up to you what you are more interested in. If you like to build architectures of various softwares on cloud platform, then probably cloud computing would be the better career for you. If you like to play around data, if you like to get insights from the data, then data science is for you. So you can't really pick one based on future proof, but it's totally up to you which one you like more. Further from your sharing on the experience part, how about courses with placement, advanced practice? Will it still be an uh, advantage? I didn't quite catch the question. If you could probably reframe it in a different way, then maybe I can add something to it. But yeah, I could not really get the question. Bro, I have done MSc in data science in India. Can I do masters again in UK? And what is the possibility of getting a job in UK directly from India? So first I will answer your later question. So uh, the thing is, if you are applying for jobs in the UK from India, you will certainly be looking for sponsorship, because without sponsorship you won't be able to work here. And without having significant amount of experience, and I'm talking about 5 6 or maybe 7 years or more relevant experience, it's it's relatively, I would say, it's very hard to find a job in the UK from India. So that's there, unless you have that some youth mobility visa they have launched recently. So if you have been selected in that, then probably you can come here and you can try to find that. If not, then I would say it's very hard, unless you have good amount of experience. And now about, can I do masters again in UK? Yes, definitely you can do masters again in UK, but then there will be this question which people might ask even for admission and for interview, that you have already done MSc in data science in India, then why are you doing it again in the UK? So they might ask you this question, and if you have a good answer for this, then certainly you can go for masters in the UK, and definitely you can do it. Will 4.5 years of experience give me an edge while finding job in data science after completing masters? Yes, definitely. 4.5 years of experience is quite considerable amount of experience, and also you have worked on Python. So Python is the most popular programming language in data science world. So yes, you will definitely have good edge over other people. I've just completed BTech in AI and ML just now, and I don't have any relevant experience. Would you recommend me to come after some experience, or should I come now as I'm planning for September? So I would highly suggest you to gain some experience, at least 2 to 3 years of experience, and as you have done your bachelor's in AI and machine learning, you will most likely find a job in that particular field. And if you will be able to gain some experience in that field, and then after 2 years or so you come for masters, you will have better prospects of getting a job. Your profile would look much better, and by that time you would also appreciate more on which side you want to go in, because you have done AI and ML, so you might already know which part of machine learning or AI do you like most, maybe computer vision or natural language processing, or maybe traditional machine learning stuff. So you might already know that, but when you actually start working in the industry, you will actually get to know more about it. And once you will have a good idea about which side you want to go in that, and based on that you can probably choose a particular course, and then you can specialize more in that particular domain. So I would highly suggest you to gain more relevant experience and then come for masters. I've just started applying for universities. Am I too late for September intake? um the ideal time to apply for September intake is usually in December and January, and we are already in the middle of March. But considering your profile, I would say you can still get into some of the good universities. So, and also the good thing about, and also you have already applied to some of the universities, so you already would have completed your probably IELTS and also SOP and your academic resume as well. So you don't really need to work too much on those things. Maybe you need to edit your SOP based on some of the other universities which you want to apply to. So and it does not take much time as long as you have a template and you have already applied to some universities. So I'm assuming you already have it, so that's there. So yeah, you still can apply, and also the good thing is you don't have to pay any application fees for UK universities. For most of the UK universities, there might be some universities which will charge you application fees, so that's there. So yeah, you can still apply. Make sure you apply to universities before March ends. So that's there. I have an offer from Kingston University. Should I proceed further with the same or wait for some more universities? So if you could tell me which all universities you have applied, and from which universities you have already got offer, and from which universities you are still waiting. So if there are some other universities which are worth waiting, then definitely you can wait for a little longer. If not, then you can definitely go for Kingston University. I was thinking for a freshie without relevant experience, will the advanced practice or placement helps in our job search and land a job. So yes, I do think it will help you, because the placement year is essentially an additional year where you are free to look for a job, and some universities allow you to work in any domain. So let's say you have completed your or you have taken a course which is MSc in data science, and as for placement here you need to work for certain hours uh, or certain period of time to pass or at least qualify for that placement year, um, if that makes sense. So some universities allow you to work in any domain, so you can probably work in a supermarket or anything, and they will consider that working hour to be your placement year. But then there are some universities, they enforce you to work in a relevant industry, so that is also there. But the good thing is you get additional years. So for first 2 years you will be a master's student. So for first year you will learn everything, for second year you will try to find a job, so that whole year you can actually try to find a job. And there are a lot of companies, they offer placement job, and there are some companies, they offer you graduate roles. So if you are able to get into those during a placement year, you will be doing two things by just getting a job. One will be your course, so you will qualify for your placement year, so you will get 2 years master's degree, and then you will already get a job. So for next 2 year, when you will be on your post study work visa or PSW or graduate visa, you will continue to work in that particular company. And probably after working for a year, if they feel like you are doing very good, you can probably ask them whether they can sponsor your visa, so you will not have to apply for graduate visa, and you can directly switch to uh, skilled worker visa. So there are benefits to that. And if you are a fresher, but yeah, additional you pay a few additional you pay some additional fees. It ranges from 1,000 to 10,000, maybe more, depending on university. So that's there. So if you are willing to pay additional amount, then I think for a fresher it is worth taking placement here. Is there demand for business analyst in UK? I am currently pursuing MSc in University of Surrey. So yeah, they if you simply search for business analyst role on LinkedIn or any other platform, you will get a number of roles. So definitely there is a demand, but again, demand, I would say, is a relative term. So maybe if you compare it with software developer, then probably there's a more demand for software developer as compared to um, business analyst. But then there are job openings for business analyst, so I would say yes, there is a demand for business analyst. Hi, I have certification from Coursera in data analytics. So does it help towards admission into MSc data science? Yes, certainly it will help. It will show your interest in data analytics and data science. So if you put it in your probably in your resume or in your SOP, then definitely it will help you to build your profile. I got University of Essex unconditional offer for data science and its applications course without scholarship. Is it advisable to go further or wait for other university? DS in Surrey and Coventry I applied to. So among Surrey and Coventry and also Essex, if I had to pick one, I would pick University of Essex. And as you already have unconditional offer from Essex, I think that's a good thing. So if you don't really have anything uh, personal related to Surrey or Coventry, then you could go for Essex, because I personally rate University of Essex quite highly. But you might be having different perspective, you might be having different requirements, so you can probably wait by the end of March maybe. But if you don't want to wait, then I think University of Essex is a good option. I have offer from good universities, but I feel the fees is quite high. Other universities having not so good ranking are affordable for me. So what should I do? If you can't afford high fees, then there is no point in going for those universities. You can still go for affordable universities. And if I talk about that, few of my friends, they are studying, I mean, they completed their masters from Northumbria University, and obviously there were a few people from my batch from Newcastle University. So there is a huge difference in fees and ranking between Newcastle University and Northumbria University. But then one of my friend from Newcastle University, who was a relative fresher with like 6-7 months of experience, so it's not like a considerable amount of experience, so he was still considered as a fresher. So he is still looking for a job. But then I have another friend, again fresher from Northumbria University, and he has got a job, and he is working as an AI innovation engineer. So you see that it does not matter from which university you are doing your masters, as long as you have a skill. That's all what matters to a company. So yeah, if you really can't afford those Russell Group or expensive or good ranked universities, then surely you can go for any of the affordable universities. I have offer from Kingston, Harriet Watt University. I am waiting for Strathclyde, Chester, Oxford Brook, Leeds, Beckett University. So out of all these universities, I think Kingston and Harriet Watt Universities are Harriet Watt University. These two are the good universities. So if you want to wait till March, and you can probably wait for Harriet Watt. And if you don't get any reply from Harriet Watt, then you can definitely go for Kingston University. Or if you want to wait for other universities as well, you can definitely wait and see. But I would say March and should be the limit, because if you are applying for education loan and stuff. But if you are not going to take education loan, then you can wait for maybe even little longer. Should I go for data science? I am from science background, but I am a newbie in terms of coding. I have no work experience. You can definitely go for data science, whether a certificate course or master's course. But few things that I would suggest is learning things like programming. It could be Python programming, it could be R programming, whichever you feel you want to get into. But Python is more popular in data science world, so learning Python would be a better option. And also probably you can look into SQL a bit. And you are from science background, so I will assume you have exposure to mathematics. But if you will fresh up your statistics and maths, I think you would be good to go for data science. And if you want to uh, refresh your statistics for data science, I have a playlist on my channel. It's almost complete, so you can probably check out that playlist. It would definitely help. You're welcome, Glenn and Sanjay. Is there specific certifications that would boost chances of getting job for beginner in the field of business analytics? Um, Maybe if you could do AWS certification or Azure certification or even Google Cloud Platform, any cloud certification would help, because most of the things, like we talked earlier, most of the things are going on cloud. So having a cloud uh, certification would certainly help. So that is what I could probably suggest. So probably you can look into AWS, Azure, or GCP certifications. Mm, where is the question? Yeah. What is the scope of telecommunications and wireless systems in UK? I got unconditional offer letter from University of Liverpool. Should I go ahead or wait for data science course? So telecommunication and wireless system and data science course, they are very different. I don't know much about telecommunication and wireless systems, so I can't really comment much on that. But as they are very different, you need to make your mind which one you are more inclined towards, whether you want to um, commit to data science for your further career, or do you want to get into telecommunication and wireless systems. So it's totally up to you. If you think you like telecommunication more, then definitely you can go for your current offer. But if you want to get into data science, if you want to do more data stuff, then I think it's better to wait for data science courses. So that's what my opinion is. You're welcome, Sakshi. Is Manchester Metropolitan University good for MSc data science course? Yes, it is a good university for that particular course, because the course content is really good. They have covered everything. I mean, I can't even say almost everything. They have covered everything you need to know to be a data scientist. But one thing that I would suggest is, and it's not just for MMU, it's for any university, whether it is top ranked university or not. um, don't just rely on the course content, and also the projects that you will do as part of your course. Um, you should build your own portfolio on your own. So, and also there are few other things that you can learn to boost your profile. So I will find that video, and I will again share that link. I think I've shared that video earlier in the chat. If you can find it, fine, but if not, then I will share it again. So if you learn these things, then definitely your prospect of getting a job would look much better. So this is the link to that video. So yeah, that's what I always suggest other people as well, that don't just rely on your course. Try to do something extra, because if you have 100 or 150 or even 200 students in your batch, everybody is doing that. So how are you different from those people? So you need to do something extra. You can probably go for some cloud certification. You can make a proper portfolio. You can host the projects that you do. That will make your portfolio much better. Should I go for business analytics, as I'm not much interested in coding. Even as a business analyst, you will have to do programming because companies might ask you to do some data analysis stuff as well, like Excel, Python, SQL. So if you don't consider SQL as a coding, then I think you will still be fine. But having SQL knowledge as a business analyst would be very important. So if you are not interested in coding, then probably business analytics is also not going to be very helpful. But yes, you're right that business analyst is probably the least demanding in terms of coding. So yeah, if that is the only thing that you want to do, then definitely you can go for business analytics. Thank you, Roshan. Your weekly sessions are really helpful. I'm glad that these sessions are helping, and that's why I always try to be very consistent. I always try to make this time on Saturday, and that's why I've always kept it 12 p.m. GMT every Saturday, so that I don't really have to move it up and down all the time. So yeah, it's always good to know that these sessions are helping you. So yeah. I already have offer from Harriet Ward, but the fees is too high for my budget. Yeah, in that case, you can go for Kingston University, because if the fees is high, then there is no point in going for a particular university. You're welcome, Shivam. You to have a great day. Bro, how's the job market right now? Like in general sense, is it stabling or getting worse in coming times? Mm, I would say it is still the same as compared to what it was in January or in even Feb. So it is still like that. It is not improving for now, but yeah, we will see how it goes. It's not like one month it is good and the other month it becomes suddenly good. So we will have to wait for another 2-3 months maybe to see the impact, and whether the job market is recovering or not, or is there any positive or negative trend. So we will have to see for another few months, and if I find something significant, I will definitely make a video on that. So that's there. Any one of you here applied for youth mobility visa? I think they have declared the results as well. Applied but unsuccessful. That's all right. You still have. I mean, I think they will again open some more slots in July, I suppose. So you can probably apply again during that time, and hopefully this time it will be a successful application. And still, if not, you are already preparing for your masters, so that is also there. So that's a good thing. It's 49, almost 50 minutes. So are we already out of questions? But we still discussed quite a lot. I still wait for another 5-10 minutes. If you have any questions, because I usually do it for 1 hour, but if you don't have any questions, then I'll probably end the live stream. And by the way, Monday will be my first day for my other job. So yeah, I'll be starting my new role on Monday. So on Monday I'll have to go to office as it's a first day, but luckily it's a hybrid role, so probably 1 or 2 days in the office, and rest other days would be work from home. And in beginning I think I'll have to go to office twice maybe, but then eventually it will become 1 day hopefully, once I will more settled in. So that's the current update or status for my job, you can say. Congrats and good luck, Roshan. Thank you, Sakshi. Did you ever come across MSc Data Science course curriculum in London South Bank University? Long back, but I can't really remember exactly. So that's there. So I can't really comment much on that. By the way, I have already prepared a list with all the like I was about to make a tier list video about Russell Group universities. So I have done all the preparation, and if I show you the paper, it looks something like this. So I've done quite a lot of things, and it took quite a lot of time, and it took more time than expected. There are 24 universities, and I had to go to each university's course page and had to look for their course content, their fees, their teaching and assessment, and also I am including their ranking as well, because I see most of the people are interested in ranking. My personal opinion is, you already know that I don't really care much about the ranking, but yes, there are people who do care about ranking, so I'm including that as well, just for their satisfaction. And then soon I will make this tier list video as well. Probably tomorrow I will record, and hopefully by Monday or Monday I have to go to office. So yeah, hopefully by next week this video should be up. So if you are interested in Russell Group universities, you can probably have a look at the tier list. And also I had posted a poll, like Google form, where I asked a lot of people what they think about all the Russell Group universities, how they rate. So I have also I'm also going to discuss about that as well, like what tier you have put a particular university in, and in what tier I have put a particular university in. So that would be a good comparison. Thanks everyone for your kind words. One more question. How important it is if the course is BCS accredited? Will this also affect the employer's decision to hire? When I was applying for a lot of different courses, even I was looking into this, but eventually I realized that it does not have any weightage. So when I had applied, I think Newcastle University also did not have this accreditation, so that's there, and I never felt like my course should have been accredited with BCS. So it does not play any role. Probably most of the companies won't even know this accreditation, so it does not make any huge impact on that. So yeah, you can probably ignore that part if you would like. Why I am big data analyst with 2 years of experience in India at a startup. What can a person expect as annual package in UK if I complete a degree in data engineering or data analyst from UK? Currently, I am being paid 18 lakh per annum. So you you have a good salary back in India, and you have 2 years of experience, relevant experience. So you can expect around 40 to 45 thousand pounds per annum, which is still equivalent to 18 lakh per annum in India, or probably less. So that's there. So yeah, that's what you can expect. And by the time you will come for masters, if you're planning for September, you would be having close to 3 years of experience. So yeah, that's what you can expect, around 40 to 45. But if you aim for some bigger companies like Amazon, Google, for now they have freeze their hiring, but hopefully by the time you will complete your masters, they would be hiring again. So in those companies you can expect much more, maybe 60, 70, 80, maybe more than that. So yeah, that's what you can expect. It totally depends on company to company and also location. Yes, most of the universities do not have that accreditation. Yeah, so not many people really care about that accreditation. Will it be fruitful to invest in a degree at this point of time? So no, the answer is no. It's not, because the current situation is very risky and you're already earning good salary in India. So it is highly advisable to continue that role unless you're not happy in that company. You can probably switch to a different company in India itself and you will get a good hike there. So that's there. So uh, it's advisable to continue working for another year or maybe two to see how things pan out in the UK and in other countries as well, because it's not just about UK. Almost all the countries are facing almost similar kind of problems. So job market is not really good right now, so it's better to continue working, and by that time you will have around 3 to 4 years of experience. So then you will be able to get more than 50, 60, or maybe 70 thousand pounds per annum. So that's what I would suggest. And should I go for online masters? So no, if you really want to do masters, I would say doing it full time would be a better option, because it's not just about learning things, it's about getting this particular experience and getting to know people and make different connections, and also experiencing this whole process. It actually improves you quite a lot on individual and also on professional level. So I would suggest you to do it full time uh, if you really want to do masters, because even for online masters you will be paying quite a lot. It won't be as much as your full time, but still it would be better to do it full time. Hi, I am data engineer working in India. I have a total experience of 3 years. I want to move to UK. I am quite overwhelmed with the whole process of applying jobs. Can you please advise me? I can start from where I can start from. So finding a job in the UK from India is relatively hard. I would say hard, not even relatively hard, because if you are already in UK, you must be on some sort of visa. So companies do give you a chance to work in a company, and then probably at later stage they can sponsor your visa. So that's there, or maybe right from the day one they can sponsor your visa. So that's there. So I can't really suggest you something. One thing that can be done is probably you can find some freelancing work on Upwork or freelancer.com or fiverr.com. So there you can find some companies or freelance work from individuals or even companies. They are located in the UK, and you can work there, and if they feel like you are doing a really good job, you can ask them uh, for a full-time offer, so that, and also for sponsorship if they can. That way also you can come to UK. So that is one innovative way, I would say, apart from simply applying for jobs from one country to another country. So that is something, and it could be a good prospect. So that is what you can probably try, something different. Or the other thing is, if you have resources and time, you can probably pursue a master's, and then you can look for a job in the UK. So that is another option. Is data science jobs permanent? There are permanent jobs, there are contract roles, there are part-time roles. So there are a lot of different type of data science roles. What is data analytics salary growth with respect to time? I don't really have a fixed number for this. I can't really tell whether it will grow 10%, 20%, 30%, or more. So I don't really have any um, number that can justify that. Also, I have also not worked in any company or in the UK for a year, so I have never got a hike. So I can't even tell you based on my personal experience. So I would say I don't really know much about that. So I'll probably have to look for some online resources if I could find, and if I can find, I will probably share it in the community section, or I'll have to wait for me to get an hike, and probably then I can tell. But that is going to be like 1 year from now, maybe. So that is there. Are students pursuing their masters in UK allowed to do freelancing? Yes, you can do freelancing. There are a few things that you need to keep in mind. Uh, if you have given your account details from your, like you have given your UK account details, then you need to work only for 20 hours per week, because that way government will know that you how much you're working and how much you're getting paid. The other thing is, you can give your Indian account details, and you can work as much as you want if you have time, and you can get all the funds in your Indian account, and nobody's gonna question. Yes, you can pay taxes in India as in India if you are going above the exemption bracket. So there are these two things that you can do. Does masters in stats hold the same position as masters in data science, considering both the degrees are taken from India? A lot of statisticians are given more weightage than someone who has done their data science course is because learning programming is not that hard, but having a good hold over your statistics is hard. So if you have a degree in statistics and if you are doing MS masters in statistics, probably you will learn R programming language as well, or maybe Excel. So you will have exposure to technology as well, and also you are getting a very good exposure to statistics. So I would say they both are quite at the same level, but I would say statisticians do get a little bit more uh, preference or weightage or priority over uh, data science course graduates. Yeah. Also, if both the degrees are completed in the UK, it's the same answer for both of whether it is in India or from UK. Can I get part-time job in IT there while doing masters? Yes, it is possible to get a part-time job in IT, though it is rare, but it is possible. And also you can get internship relevant in relevant field. I did my internship as a data scientist, so yes, it is totally possible. Alright guys, I think now we are over 1 hour, and we have discussed quite a lot today. It was a good session from my side as well. I will now end the stream if we don't really have any other questions, and hope to see you guys next Saturday 12 p.m. GMT. You're welcome, Glenn. Scenario of big data, Viz and Viz others. You mean big data visualization or big data wise? You're welcome, Sakshi. You're welcome, Aman. Alright guys, so I will end the stream now.